with a drum. Oh goddamn, yo bitch in
Look, oh goddamn Mac with a drum, I'm spitting, son. I'm ready to dial a B-I-U-C-Y cause a S-P-I-T machine gun fuck.
We saved the hip-hop, Screw and Fantano, Batman and Robin, Goku and Vegeta, saving hip-hop once again. I'm playing. Oh my God. Damn, that boy thick. Damn, that boy thick.
Damn, boy, he's thick. Boy, that's a thick ass boy.
That boy thick. Woo, that boy thick. If you know what that is, you know what that is. Ladies and gentlemen, first of all, I was gonna put on my thinking glasses, my breakdown glasses. I said, nah, I can't do it. I gotta throw the wavy butters on, yeah. I gotta throw those, damn, oh damn, you know, kind of broke a little bit. Yeah, this is the, I had to throw the MC Hammer joints on. Can't touch this. Too legit. You read the chorus, and yes, I said chorus. You read the title. Listen, this is gonna be another one of them talking videos. Can't wear that the whole time. It's gonna be another one of those talking videos. Let me just start this off by saying this is all possible because of the SFJ Nation. If you follow me, make sure you watch this all the way to the end for the password. This is a video that's really important to me, so it's dope for everybody who watches. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram. Shout out to all the patrons. Next month I got some more special stuff for y'all. Last night, to me, I gotta put them back on. I know I saw one. Last night to me was one of the biggest nights of my YouTube career so far. People gonna be, why are you being so dramatic? Now, I'm the type of person that likes to give people their flowers while they can smell them, right? I've always, whether it be Tech, whether it be Waka, whether it be anybody that I respect who gives me any time of the day, I'll always try to tell them exactly what they mean to me and all that stuff.
You're my hero, mister.
Anthony Fantano is somebody that I've been watching before I started doing YouTube. Before I started doing YouTube, I've always looked at Anthony Fantano as one of the realest music reviewers on the internet. People don't really understand what it takes to be a reactionist or reviewer, whatever you want to call it. It's not as easy as you think, right? Because for the most part, what a lot of reactors think or reviewers think is the way to go is pandering, because there be pieces of every fan base that you react to that kind of want just confirmation more than they want an actual honest review.
Smoking California.
So you'll see some reactors or reviewers taking the pandering method because it's the path of less resistance, even though it's less fulfilling and it ultimately doesn't take you as far. Fantano's someone who's never bit his tongue or been afraid to say what he felt, no matter what fan base or how big the fan base would come at him. So I've always respected him for that, and I've always tried to scale, like always keep that into consideration when I do my videos. Last night, I had an interview with the melon himself.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know him, this is rapper Screwface Jean. How you doing, man?
I'm good, man. First of all, I want to say I'm super, super honored. Been a fan and a subscriber for longer than I've been doing YouTube myself, so.
My bad, I had to get, we talk about Fantano, young flannel, I had to get the flannel on. So, I had an interview with Anthony Fantano, and honestly, it was huge for me, man. You know, I make all these videos I try to keep my fans in touch to what I'm doing, because this is a journey that we're going through together. Fantano said he's gonna upload a piece of it later on. We were having some technical issues with IG. It's IG, so I wasn't too worried about that. Here's the crazy thing is, the conversation ended up being like an hour long. it ended up being so long and so insightful. I learned a lot. I could tell Fantano was picking up on the things we were saying. Now, how it started was, people probably asking, how did y'all even link? Well, the whole Luke Gone, when Luke dissed me, Luke also did that, Death to Mumble Rap, which Fantano, and Luke was gonna diss Fantano too. So, I think I reached out to Fantano and I hit him up and I was like, yo, let him know the whole situation. He hits me back, right? And we get to talking about, he learns about the whole situation, the beef, and he gets to talking to me. And, Twitter messages back and forth. He even tweets me a couple of times. And that's huge to me too. And he gets to talking to me about, different things like, yo, so what's going on with this? Because it seems like, because Fantano to me is one of the first people that I got to tell, like, my story of what's been going on that's like outside of the bubble that I'm in. So he was like, man, I've been doing research and looking at some of this stuff. What's going on? And I told him, he was like, yo, I want to do an interview with you, honestly. And I really appreciate him for doing that and letting me get my voice heard loudly. Because there's a lot of people who don't realize why I go so hard about the integrity of music or go so hard in the integrity of hip hop, because this is what I grew up in, and I can spot fake out the gate. I can smell it. I know what. Anyway, so Fantano, we talked about the whole lyrical, spiritual side of stuff, and what is the definition of, like, what is the problem with all that? What does that bring? What is that conversation? And Fantano, and the conversation was so dope. And there's even points that he brought up that I wasn't even thinking of. And it basically, my point of the interview was trying to be like, there needs to be balance in everything we do. Now, trust me, I'm not the one who dogged people, who started out saying stuff about people because they're rapping and you can't understand them. It was all the other guys who, didn't want to give a certain type of music a chance. And I kept trying to tell people how detrimental that is and how much that makes it so things don't grow. And the conversation spread beyond just, me and Luke's beef, because that's how it started. That's kind of like what we were talking about. But then it spawned out way further to that, to way more important things, way bigger things, and things that, we've all noticed. So sitting there and getting to pick his brain, the amount of time I did was huge. I didn't write anything down. I'm kind of just free flowing my thoughts, letting them go off. It was huge. So pardon me if I'm just kind of seem like I'm rambling. I felt like I was kind of doing that too in the interview. But it's one thing to do an interview with the dude, because I watched him so much, and that's one of the dudes too that I was always like, I hope that if he ever hears my music, he's a fan of it. And the fact that he was, and the fact that he was putting me up there with good rappers is honestly like some of the only validation I ever really needed. All the people that I've ever respected or thought about have respected what I did back. And that means the world to me. So this interview to me is super important, because I know there's gonna be a lot of people who may not know who I am, who see it when he uploads it and stuff like that. And shout out to everybody who's watching it live too. Sky is the limit, you was texting me. Highlands or Die, you was texting me. If you don't follow those people or subscribe to their channels, you smoking pishki. So, I don't know, I just think that it's a new moment for the SFJ Nation, for me, for all my people. I hope people understand. Well, that's not even, I don't care if you understand. The point is, the more and more we try to say what is or who can and cannot do music, once we start saying, oh, this guy isn't hip hop because of his cadence, or once we start saying, oh, this guy is dope not because of what he's saying, but because of speed, we have lost the heart of the music. It's important. I'm not gonna let that happen. I don't care how many, whatever, right? That's why people like the dude who tried to battle me last time, that dude, that's why you gotta get him out of here. Because these dudes is just hip hop succubuses almost. It's just like you. Just when the interview comes out and you see the chunk, make sure you go to Fantano's channel. Fantano's channel, check that out. Thank you, Anthony, for the interview, the opportunity. I think I rambled enough. It's 10 minutes. So if you ready for that, put Fantano and Screw in the comment section. Give this the 3,000 thumbs up because this is a big moment, not just for me, but like I said, the whole community. Because in that interview too, I also said, my biggest mission from now on is letting the world know there is different types of YouTube rap. Because I'm tired of people speaking for people and not realizing that we all kind of fall under this umbrella. And I've had other creators that hit me up like, thank you for what you do, because there's been people who have not listened to my music or not given me a chance just because I have the YouTube rapper stigma. And there's this weird civil war that, not even civil war, it's like a hip hop war that a lot of the people want to create with like mumble rap, and you don't understand all that does is destroy. And that's why my point is, okay, if that's what we doing, then we gonna point the fallacies in everybody. We're not gonna just sit here and act like that. You feel me? So shout out to everybody, shout out to the SJ Nation. The code word is Fantano, Anthony Fantano and Screw. Get this to 3,000 thumbs up. You know, this isn't a reaction video, so to the people who just watch these blog type videos, y'all is really the MVPs, for real. We saved hip hop. Screw and Fantano, Batman and Robin, Goku and Vegeta, saving hip hop once again. I'm playing. We out.